Have you ever worked hard for years and still felt stuck financially? You're not alone. Today's story reveals 5 powerful money lessons that schools don't teach, but they could change your life forever. Let's dive into Sam's journey and discover the true path to financial success. Hello everyone and welcome. Today's story will uncover 5 powerful lessons about managing money, lessons you might not learn in school but are crucial for achieving financial success. Once upon a time, in a bustling little town, there lived a 27-year-old man named Sam. One afternoon, he sat on the side of the road, lost in thought. Despite working hard for 5 years, his life hadn't improved. Sam wondered if there was a way to escape poverty and achieve true wealth. As he strolled by a grand mansion, something compelled him to step past the tall iron gate, without permission. Little did he know, this daring act would lead to a life-changing lesson about money. From afar, he saw an elderly man sitting on a garden bench with a cup of coffee in hand. This man was Mr. Hayes, the mansion's owner, a wealthy yet humble and generous soul. Sam approached him politely, apologizing. "I'm sorry for entering without permission." Mr. Hayes, recognizing Sam, was surprised by the sudden visit but welcomed him kindly, curious to know why he had come. Sam took a seat beside Mr. Hayes and began, "Sir, I've worked for 5 years, earning a decent wage, yet my life hasn't changed. I don't splurge, but I just can't seem to get ahead. Do you have any advice on how someone like me could become wealthy?" With a warm smile, Mr. Hayes replied, "Anyone can achieve wealth, Sam, even you." He continued, "I'll share 5 principles about money that you won't learn in school. Follow these carefully, and I assure you, you'll find yourself on the path to financial success." Eagerly, Sam listened as Mr. Hayes began. Lesson 1. Spend less than you earn. This is the foundation, Mr. Hayes explained. If you don't master this, you can't move on to the other steps. For example, if you make $5,000 a month, set aside at least $2,000. If you make $3,000, save $1,000. Avoid expenses that exceed your income, whether it's loans, gambling, or unnecessary luxuries. Even with a 6-figure salary, without this rule, you'll remain in debt. Sam nodded thoughtfully, absorbing every word. Lesson 2. Build an emergency fund. Mr. Hayes took a calm sip of his coffee and continued, "Life is unpredictable, car repairs, a leaky roof, or even layoffs can happen anytime. Without an emergency fund, you're forced to borrow or sell assets at a loss, which restricts your options and adds stress. Think of it as your safety net." Sam nodded again, appreciating the wisdom. Lesson 3. Invest in yourself. Now, Mr. Hayes said, people like you might feel unsure about investing in stocks or businesses. So, the best investment you can make right now is in yourself. Curious, Sam asked, "How, sir?" Mr. Hayes replied, "Take your skill set, whether it's carpentry, plumbing, or customer service, and master it. Learn where your boss sources materials. Explore better ways to market your services. Use some of your savings to attend courses, buy tools, or read books that help you grow." Realizing the value of these words, Sam looked at Mr. Hayes with newfound determination, regretting he hadn't learned this sooner. Lesson 4. Increase your earning potential. Now that you're gaining skills, Mr. Hayes said, it's time to earn more. Once you've honed your abilities, maybe you'll start your own business. Then your income will grow. You're no longer paid per hour, you earn based on what you produce. The harder you work, the more you earn. The sky was getting darker, yet Sam felt no urge to leave. He was eager to hear the final principle. Lesson 5. Create passive income. Finally, Mr. Hayes looked at him and said, "Once you've applied the first 4 principles, you'll have extra money. Now it's time to let your money work for you. Invest in property, start a rental business, buy a franchise, or research other passive income sources. Think carefully and choose wisely." Then, with a gentle smile, he asked, "How about it, Sam? Are you ready to take on these lessons?" Brimming with excitement, Sam replied, "I used to just go to work, save a little, and hope wealth would come my way. But now I understand there's a real strategy. I'm truly thankful, sir, for your invaluable guidance. Wealth isn't just about earning more, It's about making smart choices with what you have. Follow these 5 lessons. Live below your means, build a safety net, invest in yourself, increase your income, and create passive income, and you'll be amazed by how your financial life transforms.